We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New Orleans Saints. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Ready, set.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's 2nd and 3. Now back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. When you look at the Saints defense, this unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
That is caught. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And this has caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. This is to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Eagles very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about what to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as the tackle made here at the 36. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, That allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Saints respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
That is ran for RAC.
Run after catch. And he loves that. And he's going to carry that in contract time.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they interplay here in this one on a 2-game win streak. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And that goes for a gain of 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Back to throw here. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Saints at 4-6 now on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Now that's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020. They're going to look to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. And he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it. I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2 is not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13 and the decision to go for it. Looks like a smart one. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Here's throw caught at the 5.
And the Saints are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. McCaffrey. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
They'll set up to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the booths right now? The scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes?
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the... Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Out of the gun now on third down.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll drop to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. The man in motion is Brown. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From 8 yards out.
And the Saints have cut it back within a score.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard. You don't get the score. Perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Second and 6. Being chased out left. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
That's caught by Mingo right side.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Touchdown! A great effort there. 32 yards.
And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Now the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 67 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Brown. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Ferguson.
And the Saints are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Back to throw again. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. Touchdown, Saints.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Saints are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. Boy, it's only a one-score game. Third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
And he's got it. The conversion good. We are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the timeout, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage. When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Going up top for Miller. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Philly. 46 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. From 8 yards out.
And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Saints are right back in this football game.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks.
And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Second and 14. He finds his man, complete. It's Hampton. A gain there of 21 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Hampton. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play.
Touchdown! Jake Ferguson, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's taken in by Knox. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing. Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call, because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
2nd and 5. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. More than one defender here, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. His tremendous season passing the football, it continues, Charles. That last throw puts him over 4,000 yards now on the year.
And he's still got the rest of November and all of December still to play. So to me, 5,000 yards, very much in play.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. 2nd and 6 coming up.